a lot of people wrongly accuse me of being a woman hater, but I want to make something clear for the record. I don't hate women. I don't have a problem with women. A lot of people say, woke progressive, you hate black women. That's what the problem is. You hate black women. That we knew it. And it's not that I hate black women. I hate hoes. I hate hoes. A hoe, I really don't even include, it's really being a woman, barely qualifies as a woman. A hoe is the worst example of what a woman can be. A hoe is a woman with no morals. A hoe is a woman with no real values. A hoe is a woman that's willing to manipulate the entire system, willing to manipulate any man out there for her own messed up motives. You know, people like to throw around the phrase narcissist, a narcissist. Well, a hoe is a narcissist. A hoe only cares about themselves. A hoe only cares about their own sexual gratification. A hoe only cares about how they can use sex in order to further their own career. Meet Kamala Harris. Kamala Harrison. This is a woman who made it to the top, not by her own sheer intellectual will. This is a woman who made it to the top not because she's extremely talented. We've all heard her speak. There's nothing particularly talented about Kamala Harris. This is a woman who made it to the top because of hoism. She sucked the penis of Willie Brown and then became, she sucked Montel Williams' dick and then became the Kamala Harris that we know today. Is this really the example we want to set for women? Are these women that are going to, these women that are going around supporting Kamala Harris, is this really the shining example on the hill that you want to have for womanhood? A woman who literally sucked her way to the top? But I think it's very fitting that somebody like Kamala Harris represents women in a modern day context because, look, this is what most black women have become. This is a rapper by the name of Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red has all types of nasty songs out. And I would go into detail about the songs, but I'm going to save it. We're not even going to do that this video. If you haven't heard of Sexyy Red, her most famous song is a song where she says, my pussy is pink and my booty hole is brown. Why don't you come lick it? That's what she said. She said, my pussy is pink, my booty hole is brown. Why don't you come lick it? Now, at some point in the black community, I say prior to the 80s, 70s, definitely in the 60s, if you had a woman dressed like this, looking like this, the woman that wants to come in and suck her way to the top, you had a woman coming in talking about my booty hole is brown and my pussy is pink, come lick it. That person would be put in a mental asylum. That person would be rightfully put in a mental asylum, in a mental asylum, because at some point in the black community, we actually had morals. We believed in values, not the black community of today. Why is that? Well, it's because we voted so strongly in favor of liberalism. Liberalism, really liberalism is satanic. The idea that do as thou wilt. If you want to go out and be a hoe and suck your way to the top, if you want to go out and be like a Sexyy Red, liberalism says do as thou wilt. You don't have to worry about the consequences. The Democratic Party says, yeah, go out, have sex with as many men as possible. We'll call that empowerment. In fact, not only will we say that you're an empowered woman by having sex with multiple men, we will reward you for it. And if you get pregnant, not only are we not going to punish you, we're going to punish the baby. We're going to allow you to kill the baby. What man is voting for this? What weak, sorry example of a man is voting for this? And not only this, they are empowered. They are becoming empowered to the wrong things. They're empowered to be a hoe like Kamala Harris. They're empowered to be a hoe like Sexyy Red. And it's dividing the black man from the black woman. Because for black men, ain't no decent black man finna put up with being with no hoe. We're not gonna marry no hoe. And if you marry a hoe, something's wrong with you. Any black man that's voting for a Democrat, look at his wife. His wife is probably a hoe. Any woman that's voting for this, Look at her very harshly. Are you a hoe? I'm questioning whether you are a hoe. This is what the Democratic Party is. You guys remember this? Let's take a look at this. They call this is from the Democratic Party. This is from 4 years ago. They had this ad. Notice now they have Kamala Harris as the presidential candidate for the Democrats. This is called Get Your Booty Holes to the Polls. This is an official ad by the Democratic Party. Let's take a look.
Get your booty to the pole, 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 yeah.
Did we get your attention? Good.
So, you really not gonna vote? You know?
Hell no. Hell no, I ain't voting. You know what? I am going to vote. I'm just not voting for that. Boy, that's sick. Now, where was Kamala Harris with her gay supporting ass? Where was Kamala Harris saying, no, guys? Well, that's not how she talks. No, guys. We can't support this. She always laughing at nothing. I believe something is mentally wrong. Something is mentally wrong with Kamala Harris. Normal people don't laugh like that. She just sitting up, you having a regular conversation with her. Hey, Kamala, what did you have for dinner today? Fried chicken. What this bitch laughing at? Hey, Kamala, what time is it? 7 o'clock. What the fuck? Where was Kamala Harris speaking out against booty holes to the polls? Or get your booty to the poll, whatever that shit called. You saw that shit. That's a whole 1 minute ad. I couldn't play with about 20 seconds of it. I can't sit here and look at blacks be manipulated. And you niggas sit here and vote for it. And you know who's bad about it? These old niggas. It's this one nigga named Deacon. I had to block him from the channel. He's an old man, about late 60s. And you would think, I pray to God every night. I go to bed. I say, God, don't let me grow up to be no old fool. The last thing I want to be is an old fool. Now, it's one thing to be a young fool. A lot of us are fools when we're young. But Lord Jesus, ain't nothing worse than an old fool. And that's what you got voting for these Democrats. He called himself Deacon Charles Anthony. Deacon ain't nothing but an old fool voting for this. Now, how do you have 60 plus years of wisdom? You see how improper women are. You see the abortions. You see how bad black culture has gotten. You were around during the days where black people were going to church every Sunday. You were around during the days where it was immodest for a woman to go around looking like this. And you're around today, you see that's been shattered single-handedly by the Democrats, and you still continue to vote for that? That's an old fool. Only a fool. You got these old fools that want to support the Democrats. You got these young homosexuals, and you have women. What are you going to do, black men? What are you going to do, men? And look, I'm talking about this in the context of black men, but we also, it is just as destructive for the Mexican man. It's just as destructive for the white man. It's just as destructive for any group. It doesn't matter the demographic. This liberal ideology, this ideology of hoism that's being advanced by Kamala Harris, that's being advanced by the Democrats, this ideology of hoism is destructive. Black folks, if you don't see the writing on the wall in this election, if you don't see how the hoes will be on the loose if we elect Kamala Harris, then I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. If you're a single man, it is super important that you vote for Trump. It is super important that we don't get this heifer, that we get this witch out of office. It is super important that we don't put this witch in office, because if we empower Kamala Harris, that will then empower the hoes. And once the hoes are empowered, normal black women don't have a chance. You're going to have hoes at the bank. We're going to have hoes in the church. We're going to have hoes at the gas station. We're going to have hoes in the restaurants. We're going to have a hoe in the White House. Don't let it happen. Don't let the hoes win. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay woke.